my God, it turns like crazy. This is the part that fascinates me. As you might have heard, Tesla has made significant improvements to its full self-driving FSD recently. They also pushed out a free 1-month trial to every Tesla in North America that are compatible with FSD. So, is the new FSD good? Is it ready for or close to prime-time autonomous driving? I did some decent amount of driving, especially on local roads, which is the major update with the new version of FSD. Wait, maybe I should probably say I was driven by Tesla, not me driving the Tesla on local roads, and I will give you my thoughts today. I will tell you what fascinated me and also where I thought the issues were. Let's go. As I said in the intro, my driving was on local roads, which is where the new FSD version has been improved significantly. So first of all I did was to give Tesla a command by pressing the microphone button. I just said, take me to my destination by giving the actual destination. The navigation started. I pressed on the round ball on the right-hand side of the yoke, which is how you turn on autopilot on a Model X. And there it started. It did a great job in driving me autonomously from start to finish with a few exceptions, which I will highlight towards the end. So first of all, let us start looking at some of its driving before I give you my thoughts and the summary. Red light. Anyway, there's another red light. It obviously like a nice, obedient driver. It stopped at the traffic light, and here you can see all the traffic that is being shown on the digital twin of the road. I mean, the entire road gets reproduced here on the dash, and let's see what happens once the traffic light turns green. It's red. In fact, we can see here right now it shows red. It's constantly observing the traffic. It's reading the traffic lights. As soon as it turns green, it'll start moving. Green, and there we go. We move. And it's sticking to the right lane. There should be a merger, if I remember correctly. Yes. It automatically turned on the left signal and it turned to left because yes, there is a merger coming up. A stop sign coming up. Slow down. We nicely stop at the traffic light. Stop sign. Watch the traffic, and when it is our turn, we go. There you go. The left indicator automatically turned on. Looked for cars. There is no car. So we made a left, we changed lanes. 1,000 feet, we have to make a left turn. See what it does. It's actually a pretty difficult turn. Stop sign, there is a left turn. Stopped at the stop sign, and oh my God, it turns like crazy. Yeah, it's driving on, and then there is a car coming on the other side. It detects it, it goes around it. There is a trash can. It's nicely going around the trash can. This is the part that fascinates me. I mean, this is a road without a divider. And look what it's doing. It's driving very nicely. And at some point, I've seen it earlier, it's going to create a divider because it does look out for, traffic on the other side. Stop sign. Yeah, we stopped at the stop sign. There we go. Besides following other cars, reading traffic lights and stop signs, there are a few highlights in my experience. Here they are. Number one, it could create its own lane on a road without lanes or dividers. That really fascinated me. It nicely changed lanes ahead of an upcoming turn, moved all the way to the turn lane and made a very effective turn all on its own, as you will see in the footage. Number three, monitored all-way traffic at stop signs, waited until it was her turn and moved very nicely. The Braking was much more smoother, especially when compared to the rough braking on basic autopilot. Number 5, did an excellent job on a very curvy road, especially reading upcoming traffic. Excellent. Now let's continue watching the rest of my driving experience. I will try to keep this video non-technical, but I promise we will talk about the technology behind it, especially what makes this new FSD so special in the next video. In fact, to be honest, I cannot see it clearly. There's sun on that light, but the car is able to read it without any problem. Now we make a left turn here. Now let's see how it makes the left turn. We gotta wait until the traffic light is green. There you go, it's green now. At the upcoming stop sign, we're supposed to make a right. There is traffic coming from there. And when our turn right. Nicely. And then we have to make a left turn shortly. Let's see what happens. Oh no, we don't have to make a left turn. We go straight. Alright, because the traffic light is green, we go straight. Now that we have seen its excellent work, time to tell you where I think it lagged. In fact, I should say it pretty much worked as per design, at least as per the current design. But here are my few observations on where it fell short of being fully autonomous, or what I would do differently if I was driving myself. Number 1, you remember the traffic light that was not very visible with my naked eye due to sunlight, and Tesla stopped where I gave her a lot of credit? Actually, that credit did not last long. She actually failed to read it when it turned green and I had to interfere. That's because Tesla relies only on computer vision for self-driving, meaning it will rely on what it sees. So technically, if I can't see, the computer wouldn't be able to see. More on this later, but remember, Tesla claims that FSD will not work in such circumstances, meaning this worked as per design for now. Number 2, after I made a right turn on a busy road, I had to make a left turn after changing 3 lanes, but I didn't have a lot of roadway to make those 3 lane changes. So I wanted to see what Tesla does. If I'm driving on my own, I would somehow push my way through, but as expected, Tesla, being an excellent driver, did not force herself, instead went straight and rerouted herself. Again, this is per expectation, but I would have done differently if I am driving on my own. Number 3, there was a road that is yet to be registered on maps. Once we reached there, that intersection, the maps was all confused and it could not give clear instructions to Tesla, and she was all confused as well. I took over immediately, not giving her enough time to see what she would eventually do. Maybe if I gave her enough time, she would probably figure out a way to navigate from there. Maybe that is something that I should do next time. I will try and I will keep you guys updated. So this is a map issue, not necessarily an FSD issue, but nevertheless, this is something that has to be addressed before we can actually let Tesla drive autonomously on our current roads, especially together with all the other drivers that are driving their car. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will come back with all the technical details behind this as promised very soon. So please stay tuned.